Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you with a Pokemon sales data video. Not as hungover as I thought I would be, but I haven't worked out yet, so I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to try to upload it. I'm going to work out while it's uploading, and I'm going to die. So here we go. We have a Misty's Golduck. We have a couple of these. First edition PSA 9. One sold for 212, and the other sold for 310. Huge disparity. I think one was probably just a lower quality than the other, and one was a really good 9. Maybe the other one wasn't. We have a Dragonite first edition PSA 9. I don't know if this was a record price, but it had top 4 bids were 405, 450, 455, and $460 was the winning bid. We're seeing a lot of these that are over like 400 now. Rocket Scyther first edition PSA 9 was 255. We had a gym challenge. It was a pack, and it was Blaine artwork. It was first edition, and it was graded at PSA. The pack was graded at PSA 10. So this was $447 plus $30 shipping. And it was an auction. That's just what the winning bid was, and that was interesting. So Blaine artwork first edition gym challenge pack that was graded 10. I don't think I've seen one of those before. I have a few that are in the Neo Genesis thing. I think gym challenge in general is a little bit more popular than Neo Genesis. I think because you have, the Misty's Golduck, you have the Blaine's Arcanine, and the Blaine's Charizard. Where Neo Genesis, the singular cards are so much, because they're so impossible to grade as 10s. There's, you have the Feraligatr number 5, Meganium number 10, a T17, like these, Lugia, Slowking, these things are so impossible to grade as a 10. That's what I think buying those packs, you're really buying the packs of Neo Genesis for the novelty, expecting to get an 8 or a 9. Like you fresh out the pack, possibility to get an 8. It's not a guarantee that you get. I opened the fossil packs a while ago, and the ones I got, Lapras and Kabutops, they were both 9s. Did the same with a bunch of others. Anyway, Neo Genesis is just prone for that, for not getting 10s on your what's that called? Not getting 10s on the packs that you open for the hollows. However, that being said, for Gym Challenge, because there are some that are easier to grade, 440. So let's say $500 for this pack. If it's an Arcanine at PSA 9, you make your money back just with that. A Blaine's Charizard, first edition PSA 6, top 4 bids were 400, 444, 455, $460.55. So you could get a Blaine's Charizard PSA. Blaine's Charizard, you make your money back. If this is a $500 pack and you open it up, that is a yeah. You definitely make your money back with that. So you have a right now buying the packs, and again that was graded PSA 10. They're probably not going to crack that open, and but these unweighed packs here that you can get a bunch of them for, let's say, like $300. That's worth it, because a bunch of them that are 9s, like even well, I guess those are the only ones, the Arcanine and because the Arcanine's $500 and the Blaine's 9 is fucking like $1,200. The other 9s you're probably not going to get anything close. Like the other 9s, like a Misty's Golduck, which is probably going to be a 9, could be anywhere from $200 to $300. Even though I think it should be worth more. Same thing with Giovanni's Persian, say $220. And, God forbid you get like a Koga Zito PSA 9, it's like $140. It's like it's not gonna do much. Yeah. So that's why I think it's still worth it to get this gym check, because it's fun. I love the cards, and even if you don't get those, even if you just get a rare, even if you just get, let's say you get a. So what's a good rare with that? All right, let's just say you get like a Blaine's Hollow, and that grades a 10. Or even if you get a Koga's Arbok, which will get a 10. Let's say there's $100. Then in a common card, you get Sabrina's Abra, which you have a very good chance of getting. That grades a 10. That's $200. Like, the Sabrina's Abra, if you go and grade that, I'm surprised more people haven't gotten that graded with being so wanted. Anyway, I digress. Moving on. Giovanni's Gyarados, first edition PSA 9, sold for $227. Now this one, the top 4 bids were 55, 75, 225, and 227. It was a big jump. 55, I think that was me. that I bid that. But anything after, if it was these two guys or gals, anything after like 150, that people would be like, you know what, I could have bid like 130, 140, and you would have seen that. But then they just saw these people going at it. I was like, okay, I'm just not even gonna try. So even though I don't think it was just the third bid at 75, and then people were like, you know what, it's not worth it after that. If these two guys didn't exist, this totally would have gone up to $100, $150. Probably even more because again, that 10, I think the 10 is really undervalued, especially if let's say this gets 200. Let's say it gets 150, give or take. All right, so $750 for that Giovanni's Gyarados, which I got for 600 something. Oh, okay, that's fine. But if this gets like $200, then that's $1,000 card, what Giovanni's Gyarados should be, first edition PSA 10, and that's what I honestly think. I have an extra one of those cards. I think it should be $1,000 card. Brock's Ninetales first edition PSA 9 sold for $125. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu first edition PSA 9 sold for $121. I don't know what was up with this card. Why I got $121 when mine sold for $200 like a week ago. I don't know. I didn't check it. Giovanni's Machamp first edition PSA 9 got $155. That is it's not a record price point for that card. It's actually dipped a little bit because I think. No, that is record. Yeah, no, I'm just derping over here. I'm confusing the 10 price because I bought two 10s for $180. Zing, that was a couple months ago. Now they're clearly with $300-$400. This might be a record price point for the 9. Giovanni, Giovanni himself, first edition PSA 9 Hollow, so for $118. Trainers here. Then we have a Koga first edition PSA 9, so for $125. A Blaine first edition PSA 9, so for $132. And Sabrina, who is the winner, first edition PSA 9, so for $152. So Giovanni's, again, these are talking about PSA 9s. Giovanni's worth the least right now at $118. Then comes Koga at $125, Blaine at $132, and Sabrina at $152. Are they the same for PSA 10s? I'm not sure. I think Blaine would be a little bit higher, but who knows? Sabrina could go in and kick his ass. Psychics. Okay, so we have a Brock first edition PSA 9, just trainer, hollow, $200. Nice. Hitmonlee first edition PSA 9, so for $162. And I went over the Blaine's Charizard. That's a record price point for that Blaine's Charizard, obviously. For first edition PSA 6. So we have 3 Blaine's Charizards, first edition PSA 9, that is ending within the next couple of days. One ends in like 1 or 2 days. That's already over $1,000. And then as soon as that one ends, like a day or two later, we have the PWCC auctions, which are going to be which I might do this on Instagram because you need 1,000 subscribers to live stream it on YouTube. I might live stream this on Instagram and then make a separate video, for all the PWCC auctions that are ending. I was like, oh god, this, and then I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I know I tried it last time with my friend's laptop, and then this. But either way, this is something that I am. I forgot what I was saying. All right, either way, Blaine's Charizard, once that first auction of Blaine's Charizard ends, of like, say, $1,100, $1,200, then the PWC auctions, which are only like $903 and $955 right now, then they'll get the big bump. Now, they might not get that big of a bump because, again, there's 3 of them ending, within 2 days of each other. So it's just a lot of supply, and not that there's no demand for that card. There's always a lot of demand, but those 9s are traded all the time. I don't even know how many PSA 9s there are, probably 400 or 500, something like that. I'll check that for you. Erica's Venusaur, first edition BGS 9. This is weird because we had a BGS 9 go for like less than $200 the other week. But this one, even with an 8.5 centering, something that's under PSA 9, we had a 9 for the surface and 9.5 for the edges and the corners. So aside from the centering, it was a very good quality card. The top 4 bids were $190, $250, another $250, and then $255. So that's something that was interesting. Maybe Erica's Venusaur is turning back up. I don't know. Honestly, I think that should be worth $400 card, like $500 maybe. I think Gust of Wind on Instagram is doing the. He's got a PSA 10 available for like $2,800, and I want it. I want it so bad. I just don't have it. I bought more Tesla the other day. So we have a Pidgey from base set, first edition PSA 10. I remember buying this for like $45 when I was in the hospital like 2 years ago. I was like, oh, last thing I need. Give me this Pidgey. So I got it. I think it's from Graded Power, like $45 at auction. Now it's top 3 bids are $95, $113, $115. Why did I start off with like the base set? Like a couple, you're supposed to, for collection, like get the most expensive item first. I don't have 70 grand to put on Charizard right now. But just Pokemon that I liked. Like, I liked Pidgey and Pidgeotto and Pidgeot. Now I was a Pidgeot, in Jungle, but Pidgey was such a cool Pokemon. Like, you get one of the most powerful flyers, a air-type bird in like the first starting. You can do that with Nidoran too. I don't have a Nidoran, but I have Metapod. I don't have Caterpie, but I also, that's what, I got Growlithe. I was like, okay, I don't know, that's just collect what you like. Even if you don't want to collect what you think is a good investment, although most of these, not that I have a gambling addiction, although maybe textbook might be a little different, but I love gambling. I love counting cards. I love blackjack. I love Let It Ride, and I really love the Wheel of Fortune spinny things. And Gary Vee put it really good the other day. He's like, you like gambling on sports? If you like throwing, people with like $500 a week, $1,000 a week, better idea. Gamble on the sports cards. Get this guy, this quarterback that you think is, underrated and is going to be good. Get him in a Beckett 10, and then in a couple of years, when he does a really good job, that card is worth 5 times as more. Now, worst case scenario, he just doesn't pan out, and that card is worth half of what you paid for it. Well, at least you didn't lose all of your money, and at least still have something. And with Pokemon, again, if I'm just talking to the gamblers here, which I don't know if any of you guys are, yeah, gamble. Like, stock market is gambling. That is essentially what we're all doing here. Is again, collecting what you like. If you enjoy something, you didn't lose money on it. As M. Pratt says, the price is what you pay, but the value is what you get. Like, you pay, that's a sticker price. You just pay money. But I love all of my cards, every single one. I fucking adore. And if I had a big enough bankroll, I wouldn't sell any of them. I'd have to, sell some, because even though that I know that, let's say, Erica's Venusaur PSA 9, which I think will be $1,000 card one day, I'll sell it, the 9, at like $450, whatever it is, $600, knowing that it's going to go to $1,000 one day. But I have to do that because I have to flip it. I have to be able to, all right, take that, buy another card that I know is undervalued, like those Houndours. Oh my god, those Houndours. I'm going to buy every single one of them. I don't have the money for that right now. But it's going to be, like, if I get that Houndour, let's say, let's say $200, which I don't think any of them have gotten $200 the last couple times. I'll wait until that goes to $500, even though I know eventually that will also be $1,000 card, because the 10s are so, like, that whole set is being slept on, and there hasn't been a sale of a 10 in a long time. So once that sale of a 10 goes to a couple $1,000s, people are like, oh, that's how, oh, okay, now, yeah. That's why we got such a big increase in the T17 when that 10 sold for $10,000, and suddenly the price jumped $1,200, $1,500, $1,800, $2,500 is what I sold mine for. And then once it increases again to, let's say, again, the $17,000 offers out there, let's say it goes to 20 grand. Now suddenly, oh, it's worth 4 grand, 5 grand, 6 grand. The 9, because the 10s are just so impossible to get. Either way, guys, oh, that's it for me. I have to go do shoulders. I'm going to die. It's so hot out. And I have to get to see the girlfriend later, so I will make a video tomorrow night. All right, I love you guys. Bye.